those, looking at, I suppose, your past, present and future, and now we're going to look at that present and future. Based here at Sands Beach, you're doing a fair bit of coaching now. Was coaching something that you always planned to do while as an athlete?
Over the last few years I'd begun to do a bit of coaching, not much, just a couple of athletes over the last 3 sort of years. And when I retired I did think that was what I was going to do, but when I retired I didn't really know what it was going to look like. I hadn't got any real plans, and I suppose in a way I felt a little bit lost because I'd finished what I was doing, and I wasn't worried, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But last 2013 and 2012 we'd been sponsored by Sands Beach Resort here, and we'd made some really good friends, and they'd been really supportive. And when we came back after I retired, they spoke to me and asked if I would be interested in setting up a team with them, and that I would be the boss of this team, this triathlon team. And I said, wow, that's exactly what I want, and it's really taken off. We've got a triathlon team here at Sands Beach with age group athletes and some young kids, and I'm really busy with all them. I have 8 sessions a week, 2 kids sessions and 6 adult sessions, and I'm helping all sorts of people here in Lanzarote. Because of the Ironman, really, this triathlon is huge on the island, and there's lots of very enthusiastic people, and I'm really enjoying helping them, these passionate people with triathlon, and it's keeping me really busy. I've also got athletes online, and I'm really loving seeing everyone improve. They're really doing well, and I'm really enjoying the challenge and enjoying seeing them improve. Yeah.
Before we talk a little bit more about you as a coach and your coaching, whether sort of accident or design, if you look back through your career, amongst the coaches that you've had, Darren Smith, Australian, who most people probably regard as the finest ITU coach out there at the moment, and coached by Dave Scott, the legend of Ironman, and of course Sutton, the most successful Ironman coach by miles in history. So I suppose in a way it's almost been like a 15-year apprenticeship.
Well, absolutely, yeah, and I do believe that I don't know much else. I know a lot about triathlon, and I don't know much else. So, and I love the sport, and I want to still be involved in it. And yeah, I've been taught by some of the best, and especially Brett. He's taught me so much. He's really taught me everything that I've done, and I mean, I did the hard work, but he advised me every step of the way, and I've learnt so much from him. And then over the past few years he's been talking to me about coaching, and saying, oh, with that athlete, Bella, you want to think about doing that, and just little things that have really helped me. And that's...
Do you imagine you've got sort of going forward, you're going to be almost like a mentor type figure, or someone that if you've got issues or concerns or that piece of advice, he would be the sort of person who would...
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's happening right now. I mean, I'm doing absolutely fine, but occasionally there's an instance where I want to ask something, and I do. We're still very good friends, and he supports me with the coaching, and yeah, I do sometimes pick his brains about something.
How would you talk about you as an athlete, and your toughness, and you're very self-deprecating about maybe not having as much talent but hard work. How does that translate into you as a coach? How would you sort of describe your coaching personality, as it were?
I would say it's very similar. I'm quite strict. I'm not quite strict. I'm strict on my athletes. I don't accept things that are not done properly. I don't expect people to do something they can't do. I'm very reasonable, and I think I'm a good coach because I can coach people of all sorts. I like coaching kids, and I can relate to them. I can coach. I feel I can relate to people who are very untalented, and I can relate to people who are talented because I've seen it through all the years.
Tell us a little bit more for people who are not familiar with Sands Beach as a base for triathlon. see we've got the pool in the background, but it's also a great place for anybody who just wants to train generally for triathlon and the aim of Lanzarote. So it's just good to put into your experience over 2 or 3 years now being based on.
Sands Beach Resort is here on Lanzarote on the edge of the town of Costa Teguise, and they're they like sport, they encourage people with triathlon. They don't mind if you've got bikes leaning against the walls. They've got a 25 metre swimming pool here. We're on the edge of a nice place to swim. It's perfect for triathletes, and they've really welcomed us here and supporting me with my coaching, and it's brilliant because I've got these local athletes that come in and do their sessions. I've got these kids that come in and do their sessions, but for my athletes that are not here in England or in Austria, wherever, they can come in for some warm weather when they're getting cold, and it's easy. I just put them in touch with Sands Beach and they can get some accommodation. I don't have to worry about them not being comfortable, because I know they'll be comfortable at this great resort with the comfortable accommodation, and it's easy. I come out and I can train them easily right here because they've got the pool and the facilities right here. It's brilliant. It's a perfect base, and of course Stephen's still training full time, so he can go and do what he needs to do, and Charlie is very happy too. It's a very nice family place to be as well as a sport resort.
Just comparing life as an athlete to life as a coach, many athletes have always described their life as pretty selfish, in the sense of what you're concerned about is your health, your fitness, your results, your performance. Very sort of single-minded. As a coach, you're always thinking about other athletes, and probably a number of athletes. It's a different perspective. How do you manage that transition, and do you get reward in a different way from coaching people?
Yeah, I mean, very good question, and I mean, I think it was a transition over many months. Like, before I considered retiring, it was all really about me, although I did have Charlie and I had to think about him, but previous to that it'd always been me thinking about me, and as I accepted that I'd retired, and then I started coaching, and over the last few months really I've accepted that I'm not racing, so I'm not looking after myself. It's completely different, and I've never been busier than I am now. I thought I was busy before, but now I'm really busy, and it takes a lot of concentration to make sure all my athletes are okay. And I remember Brett would be walking around sort of talking to himself and scribbling bits down on bits of paper, and I think to myself, oh my God, that's me. I know how Brett feels now. He used to be walking around thinking or getting phone calls from athletes that had this problem, that problem, and it's all about, I'm thinking all about other athletes now and not about myself. But also when I made the decision to retire, something else that came to me really when I was in the process of retiring was that I couldn't be selfish anymore. I've got this little boy, and when he was a baby it was quite easy to still keep doing this Ironman stuff, but as he got older he needed more attention, and I wasn't prepared to be that selfish person. I want to put time into him. He's a lovely little boy, and I want him to be a nice boy, and I think sometimes he needs the mother the mother to be there to sort him out and make sure he comes up to be a nice boy. And I mean, I had good experiences with other people looking after him, but I think it's my job to step in and not be just selfish going out and training. I want to be there for him. So I don't look after myself anymore. I haven't washed my hair for a couple of weeks. It's all about my athletes and Charlie. Well, Charlie and my athletes.
What does the future hold for Bella and family and Charlie?
Well, we're very happy here at Sands Beach Resort. It's going really well, and we're going to put Charlie to school on Lanzarote, and Stephen's continuing to train, and I'm very consumed in all my coaching and I've got a few professionals. I've got some great 16-year. I've got especially Brad, who should be swimming there in the background right now. He's got lots of potential, and I'm putting my work into them, and keep trying to improve my triathlon club and improving my age group athletes. They gave me a lot of satisfaction, and I want to replace the satisfaction I've had over the last years watching my athletes perform and Stephen perform, and continue to look after Charlie, and there's no plan to have another one at the moment. They're a lot of work, and we're quite full to the brim and busy with what we've got on, so we're happy just doing that.
Well, I'm sure if you can put the same determination into the future as you've done into the past, it'll be a great success, and it's been an absolute pleasure to follow your career, but also just to sit down and just for half an hour or so relive a little bit of it now. So thank you very much for your time and your contribution to the sport. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, John. Thanks for all your support over the years, and now you're making me cry.
Keep it